Democrats have just announced a major new initiative to take on Donald Trump's agenda and win elections. Organizing Summer is an effort led by the Democratic National Committee in coordination with the party's Senate and House campaign arms to lay the groundwork for future elections, with a focus on the Republican tax bill. Democratic groups will hold events across battleground states aiming to register and engage voters. Another part of the plan, helping volunteers counter Republican messaging in non-political spaces like book clubs, sports forums, and WhatsApp groups. Joining us now, DNC Chair Ken Martin.
So for the what is the DNC doing crowd, and the Democrats aren't doing anything crowd, is this an answer?
Well, it's certainly one of the answers. We've been doing a lot since I've been elected. In the last 5 months, we've held over 130 town halls all around the country to hold Republicans accountable, to do the job of the Republicans for them. We've raised a record amount of money in the first 4 months on the job. I've raised more money than any DNC chair ever in the history of this party. And we're doing our part to hold Republicans accountable, to recruit candidates, to stand up campaigns throughout this country. Look, we have overperformed in 35 elections in the last 4 months, and we've won many of those elections in places far and wide throughout this country, in places like Omaha and in San Antonio and in Pennsylvania. I can go down the list of seats that we're flipping, and almost all of them we're overperforming in. So the Democrats are doing a lot. But I want to tell your listeners, if they want to engage in this organizing program that we have right now, text SUMMER to 43367. If you want to be part of our efforts right now to actually fight back, to organize, and to hold Republicans accountable on this big, dangerous, ugly bill that they're putting forward, we have the outlet for that energy. We're going to take this not only to digital spaces, but to offline spaces, in person, like county fairs, to sporting events. We're going to register voters. We're going to mobilize them and get them involved in this fight right now, not just to save our democracy, but to stand up for Americans right now. My God, this bill is so dangerous. And you heard it from the Republicans earlier, right? It's not just Democrats saying this. It's plenty of Republicans who know that this is wrong for America. This is the most unpopular bill, Michael, that we've seen in almost half a century. And guess what? You know what? It's going to have dramatic impacts throughout this country. And as a result, the Democrats are going to be there to take advantage of this.
No, I agree with you. And it was good to hear, former RNC chairman and Governor Mark Rosico, the president, Republican president of the Senate and in Alaska. And, so those voices are there. But here is the interesting challenge. They're voting now. There's going to be a final piece of this week, and then it'll go to the House. So when you're doing the organizing for the summer, are you not playing a little catch up with the action that's already been taken versus the being in front of the action before it happens, to sort of prevent the outcome in a way that, results in something that the American people recognize this is bad? Because as we were talking with the others segments, you have people who right now don't know what's in the bill. And so they don't know necessarily this week, tonight, tomorrow, to be calling and to be engaging with their members because they don't know. So this is always the political challenge, is the catch-up piece on the back end of legislative action in the House or the Senate.
Well, look, first off, we've already been organizing from day one. Of all the titles I've held in my career over 35 years, the most important to me is organizer. That's why I ran for this job, to get the DNC out of D.C., to start focusing on how we build power holistically up and down the ballot, not just federal power here in Washington. We've already been doing that work and already had calls to action, getting people engaged and organized to meet this moment right now. And so the reality is we're not behind. And as you mentioned, by the way, this bill, even if the Senate passes it tonight, it's going back to the House likely, and this fight's going to continue.
More opportunity.
Meaning that there's more opportunity. If you're pissed off and you're angry and you want to let Republicans know, you have an opportunity right now to stop them dead in their tracks by putting pressure on them, making sure that we are putting pressure on Republicans in the House and the Senate to do the right thing for their constituents. We're not asking you to do the right thing for America or even for your party. What we're asking you to do is to do your damn job. Stand up and do what you're paid to do, which is to represent your constituents. For God's sake, this is a betrayal of of millions of Americans, not just Democrats, not just independent voters, but Republicans as well. And Republicans need to be held accountable to this. And you have an opportunity right now. If you want to join us, text SUMMER to 43367. You can get engaged right now in putting pressure on Republicans in this moment to stop this big, ugly betrayal.
Somewhere Tom Tillis might be taking out his cell phone and texting Summer to that number because
not the pamphlets.
he had a pretty fiery floor speech about the mistake that his political party is about to make. Take a listen.
Republicans are about to make a mistake on health care and betraying a promise. It is inescapable that this bill in its current form will betray the very promise that Donald J. Trump made in the Oval Office or in the cabinet room when I was there with finance, where he said we can go after waste, fraud, and abuse on any programs.
Have you already cut that into an ad?
Well, we certainly, if we haven't already, we will. And let me tell you, I was just in North Carolina at the end of last week. You know, Tom Tillis was vulnerable to begin with. North Carolina is definitely in play. And as you guys said earlier, Donald Trump's doing his best job to deliver us not just the House, but the Senate next year. And make no mistake about it, every single one of those Republicans that are speaking out right now, we are going to turn into an ad. We're going to make sure that people know it's not just Democrats opposing this. This is widespread. There's bipartisan support in opposition to what Donald Trump is pushing right now. And it's shameful that he would push a member of his own party out of the Senate, right? And good for Tom Tillis. I never thought I'd agree with him, but good for him for having a spine and actually standing up to this tyrant who thinks he can push people around. At the end of the day, we need more of that. We need more brave Republicans who say, you know what, this isn't just about saving our party. This is about saving our country right now. And you know what? Come hell or high water, we're going to stand up, even if it means that it costs us power in Washington or cost us our job. It's always the right time to do the right thing, and it's time for them to do that.